Hey there, J's, your old pal McJuggerNuggets here. Welcome to QnA number 17. Got Juliet on the couch here. She's staying another night. We're probably streaming by the time you're watching this video. I took to Twitter, asked you guys to tweet me your questions using hashtag AskJTR, because that's
both of our initials.
It is.
Fate.
So completely perfect, guys. Just background, because a lot of you guys asked this, and we've answered it so many times in previous Q&As and just other videos. We met on a dating application called Tinder, and we've been dating for around 2.5 months now, which is crazy. My longest, or wait, 2 years and 6 months. I said 2.5 months. I'm not used to using years as a time frame.
Really?
You're my longest relationship by
Aww.
far. I'm not hers. She's dated the guy for 5 years.
2.5 years?
2.5 months.
2.5 whole months.
All right, guys, let's get straight into the questions. Now, she has no idea what any of these questions are. I forget because I picked out these questions earlier, so anything goes. It's going to be probably a pretty entertaining video, and you might even get to see us fight each other. First question, Andrew Smith asks, how was your first kiss? Juicy. Juicy. It was on the beach. I barely even remember it. I just remember the feeling associated with it. I don't remember the kiss itself.
Yeah.
I know I was just really nervous.
You were really scared to kiss me.
I was nervous.
I was like, so, like, do you want to kiss me? I think I finally just asked him.
I know, but how was the kiss itself? It was good. It was good, right?
Good.
What? Was it bad?
Better, but...
Juliet's kissed like 100 guys previously, so it was probably nothing much. I have big lips, Juliet. She didn't get the taste of tongue. I have a huge...
Okay, that's enough. That's enough.
If you would have had...
Disgusting.
If you would have had this, you would have...
Ew.
Sam asked, if you had a chance to be president for a few months, what would you do? Here's what... I'll let Juliet think about this while I answer. Here's what I would do, guys. I would unite the whole entire world on a global front against aliens. I think that's the only way for world peace, is if we have a common enemy. We have to look to the stars, and we have to look into ourselves.
Aliens are not
because
a problem.
They will be.
They're not the enemy right now.
They will be. I'm saying when it's time for me to be president, this was my purpose in this world. I'm going to unite us on a global front against the aliens. It's the only way to reach world peace. And also, I'm going to help us against the worst epidemic of the entire world, and that's ourselves. And then we're going to save the world.
I would...
Beat that.
Make music for everyone and unite people.
As a president?
Come up with a way, yeah.
The first musical president. And female.
Come up with a way to unite everyone and include music in schools more and in music therapy and to use it all over the world.
Boring! No aliens. Tadashi asks, if you guys had only one word to describe each other, what would that be? 1,
2, 3.
Booty.
Confident.
Oh.
Booty.
Licious. Still one word. No, I was going to say compassionate. There you go. So, yeah. Next question. What was the best date you guys have ever been on? We've been on so many dates. The best one, I guess that could encompass... I really enjoyed Valentine's Day just recently. Like, I was super, super upset after, you guys know what happened, with my mom. And who I still haven't talked to, just side note. But Juliet picked me back up. She took me to this strange motel-ish place and made a board game about my life. That was, to me, that was a really awesome date. And what makes that so much more awesome is it just happened a few weeks ago. What do you got? What was your best date?
I mean, it's
she brings up a date with another guy.
No, it was a string of dates.
String of dates?
Bravo. We've had these dates where like we go to this one restaurant and we eat a lot of food and we look at each other and it feels like we've been there before. Like we have been there before.
Like deja vu.
But it feels like we've been there in another life and like we're gonna be together forever.
That sounds ridiculous.
It's weird. I know it sounds weird to say, but like those are the best.
She's being honest. That's fair. Yes. What was your favorite and least favorite part about Nashville? This is a perfect question because we just got back. My favorite part would probably have to be the people. My least favorite part would probably have to be, well, I would say it sucked that we didn't have a car. Mm-hmm. But least favorite part would probably still be the driving aspect. Everything's kind of spaced apart unless you're right in the center of the city, which I wouldn't want to be. So there'd be a lot of driving. And the drivers suck. Like,
yeah,
there was a lot
scary.
Like, we almost got in a couple fights with people on the roads.
Even our Uber drivers.
Yeah.
I would probably say just if I was going to live there, like a pro and a con, the pro would be that there's music everywhere and you're around musicians 100% of the time and you get to perform and you get to meet cool people and be inspired a lot. But at the same time, that's also a con because there's so much competition.
Oh, pro and con are the same.
Yeah, there's so much competition and you don't, because of that, there's so many places that have gigs and you don't get paid as much.
This question looks like it's for Juliet specifically. What made you decide to go out with Jesse? What about him made that decision?
Like, go out with you in the first place, or like start dating you? I guess start dating.
Go out and dating are the same thing.
No, but like go out on a date
No,
with you.
like become boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay.
I don't know why everyone overcomplicates this shit.
Rude.
That's why. That's why, because I'm rude and a dick.
Probably the way you asked me out. Like,
that's why all any guy had to do was ask you out in
No, but like the series
manner.
of events that happened and just how we ended up.
What was it about me? Not about the moment. What is it about me?
How honest you are, and how from the beginning we had really good communication and wanted the similar things out of a relationship. We knew what we didn't want, and
we'd been hurt before, and I think
we had a lot in common in terms of our needs.
We clung to each other. Because I can be a stage 5 clinger as well.
As well.
Jackass, would you guys ever cheat on each other? No.
No.
Would you cheat on me with Mike, the producer?
Why are you saying that?
Because that's what the comments have been saying.
Absolutely not.
Why are you acting so weird then?
Because this is a stupid ass question. I hate this.
No, we would never
do that.
We've both been cheated on before in our longest,
times.
most important relationships. She's had a little bit more. So we know what that feels like. Never in a million years. Cheating is never an option. If you have to cheat, why not just fucking break up with a person?
Exactly.
It's real simple, and then you can fuck whoever you want. It makes 0 sense. So just break up with them. We're not doing each other any favors.
Cheating is pretty shitty.
Exactly.
Like, you're a shitty person.
When you've been on the receiving end, you'll never do it again in your life. And if you do, you're a horrible human being and should burn in hell. Leno Arlino asked, what is your favorite song and singer, Juliet?
I hate the favorite song
Just
question.
go. Just pick one. Commit to it. Taylor Swift, and then what's your favorite song?
Of hers?
Yeah. Taylor Swift, the favorite song.
I guess All Too Well. That's
All Too Well by Taylor Swift. See, that's why I just have to help her get straight to the center. You're not the only one. Tonight when we stream, or are streaming right now, that's all it is, favorite questions. I hate favorite questions because there's the best of everything. There's a little bit of everything that you love. Just like people. It's really technically
songs
impossible.
Specifically are the
Food,
hardest because there's so many songs.
I know, it's like
and I have
so
a
many
favorite
genres.
song like every day. I have a new
I know. Juliet, do you think Jesse is childish? I'm just gonna...
Sometimes. I mean, I wouldn't say childish, I would say immature. Like, I don't know if that's better or worse. But he likes belly button worms and likes making little kid jokes. He has potty humor. He plays a lot of video games. So some of the things, yes. But in terms of emotions...
I just farted, guys.
Stop! In terms of emotions and personality... and just generally like how driven you are, like
the question was, do you think I'm childish? You can't.
A lot of your qualities though aren't childish. Like sometimes.
Whatever. Jesse, would you and Juliet ever consider doing a stream together for shits and gigs? We're doing it right now. You should see a little annotation pop up down yonder or down yonder that says we're streaming twitch.tv/McJuggerNuggets right now. As far as when this will happen again, probably not for another like 4 to 5 months. That's just a guess because that's how long it's taken. Unless I'm streaming regularly still, but usually we don't have free time like this.
Yeah.
I think because we spent the last 4 to 5 days together, we're like, you know what, we can stream tonight. We're kind of sick of each other by now. We can have something to.
That's not what I was thinking.
No,
Okay.
You want to play a game.
Yeah, I'm bored.
Nice. What are your plans for the future? Mine are questionable. I really have no idea. Mine is just save up money, get the fuck out of my house. Unfortunately, I don't know how long that's gonna take or where it's gonna be. But I mean, I'm kind of going off of Juliet as well. Juliet has a few months left of college, and then after that, she needs to save up money. So we're both in a kind of saving up money phase.
I'm gonna be home for a little bit.
Yeah.
Before hopefully going to Nashville.
So near future, same thing that's going on right now, just saving up money. After that, we don't know. Once we have enough saved up, then we'll start having those conversations. Now, if you're talking about far, far future, we don't know. Because, who knows? Life is vastly different than it was a year ago. We can't say for sure one thing or another. Clearly, we're going to be in each other's lives, or else we wouldn't be together right now.
Aww.
Sometimes she needs to hear these things to be reminded.
It's very nice.
Andrew asks, a pretty good question. I swear I didn't pick this for any purpose or reason at all. How do you feel about Jesse being a gamer? Honest answers.
Well, I don't really have a problem with it because I feel like everybody needs their outlet, and I mean, I listen to music obsessively, and other people watch Netflix obsessively. It's everyone has their thing, but I'm just not like a huge video gamer myself, so I can't really relate. I understand why somebody would want to play them all the time, and it's even like a movie that you get to be in. Like I get that whole thing where you're like, instead of just watching a movie, you get to really control everything.
When Juliet talks a lot, that means usually she's kind of trying not to be mean.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Would you say I play too much?
You play a lot. And like the only thing I don't like is when we're on the phone and I hear something in the background, or you start being like, oh, and I'm like, what, are you playing video games right now while we're talking on the phone? Like, no. When we're on the phone,
I can do two things at once.
No, if I'm venting about my life, I want the focus to be on me.
It's like talking and driving. Like you shouldn't be texting and driving because that's a little different. But Bluetooth, hands-free, shit on the driving takes a lot of focus. Well, some may argue against that. But to have a conversation on the phone while driving is pretty easy. I can play video games and talk.
I don't think it's the same thing.
I talk to my friends over Xbox Live while playing. That's the same shit. She has no argument here. She just doesn't like video games.
It's not that I don't like them. I
don't
just
like
don't
the
think
idea
you
of
should
them.
be doing anything. Yeah. Anything that much.
Gravity Falls fan asks, Juliet, what are your plans for music? What genre do you want to sing? Or what are your goals for
My
music?
goals?
Yeah.
I really want to be in the pop world, ideally. I love country and I love folk and I love a lot of different kinds of music, but I really, really love pop. And my goals, really, my long-term goals are just to be successful and...
Singer-songwriter, successful as in making money?
Yeah, making money off of it, have people hear my music and really get respect in that world. But short term, I guess, I mean, this isn't really that short term, but I want to be on the radio. I want to perform at a venue for more than 1,000 people. Like, there's some like short little milestones. Not that they're that little.
The Twitch stream tonight?
Yeah. Yeah, maybe I'll do a little,
maybe bring the guitar out. Bring the guitar on stream. Yeah,
cover
do that.
Or something. What song would you guys want to hear? I guess this will be too late.
What is the worst, stupidest fight you guys have gotten in?
Every single fight we have is so stupid.
Some fights are, some fights aren't. I think probably our biggest fights over the years have been in regards to the future and the status of our relationship and just how hard long distance can be, and the different phases in our lives. As far as and those were the worst fights. It was about what's the future hold, because we don't know. Are we going to live together? It's a difficult thing when you're this age, wanting to do things independently while also doing it with somebody else, and sometimes those things conflict and they don't go together, and they just kind of send you off in different directions. The stupidest fight, we've had some dumb ones. I mean, you just reminded me of the fights we had when I'm playing video games and she'll bitch me out because I'm playing video games while talking to her. And it's like, this is a really easy thing to manage. We've had fights about that. What's the stupid fight?
If you don't, like, if I've posted a new cover or original song and he hasn't watched it in a few days, or he hasn't tweeted about it, or like or he hasn't texted me telling me how much he liked it, then I get a little pissed off, which is kind of stupid because like I know he's just busy, but like, I don't know. I still get pissed off.
Yeah, or I'm playing video games. I'll get pissed off if, like I was saying, my pet peeve, she takes my food. I'll get into a food fight. Yeah. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, he does get really pissy.
And if I don't eat, I think if we both don't eat, if we both eat or haven't slept,
really stupid fights.
Like we have some of our fights occur around like 2, 3, 4 in the morning, late at night in bed, because it's just like we just can't fucking sleep.
Yeah, and then like move your arm.
Amanda asks, if Juliet went big with her music, would you support her? Of course, no doubt in my mind. Now, if she had to go like far away, if she had to like do an international tour, I mean that's really big suddenly. I mean, yeah, I'd be all for it as long as, I was gonna say she's happy.
As long as you get to come with
As long as you get to come with, I'll be a roadie. I don't
What
fucking
if I
care.
had to like go alone somewhere for a year and you had to stay here?
For a whole year?
Yeah.
I'd have to be supportive because that's a huge goal, and I know you would never get that kind of opportunity. So I'd have to be on board with it. I don't know if we'd stay together that year, but it's not like the feelings would go away. And relationship's just a label, guys, and don't forget that. I like these Juliet specific questions. These are good. Carl, this is like because it's why we have you on the couch because I'm gonna be doing these every week now. Juliet, why did you start singing and how did you start?
I was 11 when I started voice lessons, and when I sang for the first time in front of a bunch of people, I sang in front of my whole 5th grade class. My whole 5th grade school, the whole school, elementary school, and I was really not that nervous, and my mom after that was like, oh, maybe I should give her voice lessons.
So why?
But I started because
why did you want
I grew up going to see Broadway shows where my aunt was singing.
She's not far from New York.
And I would go backstage a lot and want to sing on stage with her. And
her
she
aunt's
was
on
super
Broadway.
Nice. Yeah, she's great. And so she's really the only one in my family that's musical, and so I would look up to her. And that's pretty much why. And I loved listening to I listened to a lot of different artists then, though. I loved Mariah Carey. Like, she was really my influence in elementary and middle school, and why I wanted to get into singing.
Yeah, like now she likes the feels she gets and wants to invoke those feels onto others.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm the articulator.
That was really artistic.
Adam asked, will you ever move in with Juliet? Well, this kind of goes along with what are the future plans. I think we got a little taste of it in Nashville. Granted, it was just very different. We were in a hotel room. It was not really what it would be like. But we've also spent a week together before, and that was pretty good time. And that was just in this bedroom. That was intense. But yeah, that has to be the end game. I'd be curious to see how we are, like, say, a month living in the same apartment or house.
Like the day-to-day stuff.
Exactly. So I'd be very curious to see that. And I think it'll happen once we have enough money. And I asked, what was your first impressions of each other? We met in Ocean City Boardwalk. Once again, we met through Tinder, which is a dating app, and then we had our first meetup on the boardwalk. What was your first thought? Your very first thought? Physically.
I really thought you were very short.
Thought I was short as shit.
I was
what
like,
does that do to a
really?
man's ego? I think he even said something. You started laughing. You started fucking laughing.
I did.
And I was like, because and I was playing off as a joke. Luckily, I'm a nice guy, and I'm like, oh, what? It's because I'm really short? So awkward.
I just felt weird. I was like, did I shrink?
And then we hugged each other. My first impression, I was like, yeah, she's not very conversational. Like, sometimes I think you're so in your head, and this was actually my first thoughts, was like, it's kind of hard to hold a conversation with her.
Really? Because
it seemed like you were thinking so critically of me, and maybe even of yourself, that you hardly even said much to me. So I'm just like, and I think her initial thoughts was that I was a little bit of a dick.
You were a dick.
But that was because I was trying to lead the conversation because I didn't have anything to work with.
No, but you kept saying, like...
I kept saying shit.
No, but you were like, oh yeah, my teachers, if you ever go on ratemyteachers.com or whatever, I only choose the teachers for class that are really hot. Like, I only go for female teachers that are hot. I was like... That was, like, such a turn off. You kept trying to, like, say shit, making it sound like you were a big shot. And then you ran into somebody who
had recognized, this was from a class. And, I mean, what did that do? You just thought what? Like, what?
Well, like, it was just so convenient because the guy
you thought I had planted the guy there?
Oh, my God. So, like, that video is so great or whatever. And,
he was talking about a school project that I did.
I was just standing there, like, ugh.
Yeah, you weren't really honestly, you didn't seem that interested.
And then we were walking the boardwalk, and he was like, "Oh, do you want ice cream?" Well, you can't have any because I forgot my wallet. It was such a
I did legit. I forgot my wallet in the car, Jace. That's a true story. I didn't plan that. I wasn't like, let me strategically leave my wallet in there so I don't have to pay for it. It's like a fucking.
I really after the first date, I was like, never gonna see that kid again. That's really what I thought. I was like, we're really like he's a chill person. Like maybe we'll be
probably
friends,
would never date this guy.
I would never date him.
He's kind of a dickhead.
And then I don't know what it was. I think once after our second or third date, that's when I like started to really see it, because it wasn't on the first.
Drew asks, do you think the conditions at your dad's house will ever change even if you play by his rules? Just wondering. Drew, I kind of didn't really want to have questions like this in here. I wanted it to be about me and Juliet, but I decided to throw it in there because I that matters to me, and I don't know, I've been thinking about it more and more, and just with Jeffrey saying things, I think I should just play by my dad's rules, and if I'm gonna be, I will be here for at least months to save up money. So with that, I probably should just, I don't know.
It's probably worth a shot. Honestly. Like, why not? You've tried other things.
I mean, but I remember working for him was fucking hell, and just some of the things he asked. Like, I mean, if up to him, I wouldn't be gaming at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll try and be nicer.
I don't know. I mean, if that's what Jeffrey said he does, that's how he. You
think I should try?
By.
Just start.
Yeah. Why not?
So yeah, I think it could work out better for me if I just play the game, so to speak. Aaron asks, do you plan to get engaged? If so, how soon? I'm 20 and been married for 2 great years. Congrats, Aaron. That's awesome. I think nowadays that's starting to be on the younger end of getting engaged.
Really young. Wow.
Do you plan to get engaged? We have no plans to do so. I don't plan on doing any kind of commitment like that, like big commitment. Probably not for at least 3 to 4 years.
Yeah.
Roughly.
Yeah, at least.
Because there's just so many variables. I don't.
So many things I want to do.
Exactly, and I feel like that's a really intense commitment, and we don't even know what living together is like, so no plans for that.
Especially with music, like once you have a family, once you have like people that you are depending on, you can't go and do your own thing.
You're gonna get kind of locked down, right? One girl, Juggy, asks, what is the most labor-intensive thing you guys have both have done for each other?
I mean, I know mine.
What?
When you had Eagles Landing and I had to drag the generator.
Oh, yeah, you really helped me out there. Did I have my
Nate's house?
Yeah. Did I have my injury then? No. I was pulling it, but I also was kind of filming it too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was probably one of the most labor-intensive things that I've done. I haven't been able to do any labor-intensive things. I can hardly even carry a pillow for Juliet.
Yeah, no, he doesn't do anything for me.
But then, before I had the injury, I'm trying to think what I did. What I've done.
Maybe one time.
Oh, in Ocean City, I remember carrying like her whole entire family's bags up and down the stairs because they were dragging their ass, like packing up to leave, and I was just like, "What are you guys doing?" And I grabbed like literally like 15 bags and I was downstairs. And I think Juliet was also kind of like upset that we were leaving, so I just wanted to be a man, and now I can't do shit. So Morgan asks, Emma or Damien? Damien all the way. Emma's a fucking bitch. You choose Damien
too? I'm trying to steal my man.
Last question by Matthew Jones. What is one thing you don't like about Juliet? What a closing. I didn't choose that as a closing.
That's just how we like about them.
We already did that. We already did that though. What is one thing I don't like about Juliet? I don't I don't like that she takes food off my plate. Like seriously. But I'll do like a more serious one. One thing I don't like about Juliet is kind of like when I first met her, my thoughts. She lives inside her head too much. I wish she would kind of be more present.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That's not necessarily... That's one thing I don't like about her, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. I like that she thinks a lot, but I think sometimes she kind of fucks herself over. Like, it's something I think that would benefit her if she just learned to somehow turn her brain off and speak, because right now her brain... So
you want me to be drunk all the time?
Kind of, yeah. Alright, now your turn to fire. I'm gonna get fucked up, because Juliet cuts deep when she wants to.
It's all those brain cells just thinking too much. I don't like that the camera's always in my face. I don't like that. I understand why. I do. Right. I get it. I love you guys.
This is awkward because they're right there.
I love you guys. I do. But sometimes... if I'm not,
you get sick of it.
Don't have makeup on, or I'm not ready, or
because you always want to be, because you're always up here. You always want to be presenting the best image.
But just I think there's a time and a place for it. I really do. But not for Jesse.
I don't fucking care. Just film. Just film my life.
And it's like, oh well, it's always based around this schedule. Oh, I have to edit. I have to upload. I have to stream.
I have to vlog. Like, all right, she's on a soapbox. She needs to get She needs food.
Wait,
she
is that
needs
the
food.
only thing?
That's the last. Yeah, it was one thing.
I don't.
Oh my God, it was one thing, Juliet. She's getting carried away.
I don't like a lot of things.
You don't. She doesn't like me really at all, is what I'm understanding.
No.
All right.
I like
all right,
that
Jays,
you shaved your beard.
I did shave my beard, guys. It was looking pretty rough. All right, Jays, don't forget to subscribe for more content. Twitch channel links in the description. Don't forget to subscribe to Juliet's channel in the corner below. She's gonna be getting back to the grind. She's feeling motivated after Nashville. That's awesome.
I'm gonna be doing more videos. Let me know what you want to see.
Yeah, tune in if you want to see her start vlogging. Leave some comments on her channel in the comments, and she checks that shit. I hope you guys enjoyed the Q&A video. Juliet will be leaving tomorrow, so we probably won't be seeing her in another vid till the next time, which won't be for a couple weeks, I'm sure. So that's it for the Q&A. Awesome stuff. Hop into the stream if we're still going strong, and say hey, and be like, hey, I just came from the Q&A. All right, Jays, love you all to death. Thank you for the questions, and don't forget to keep it frigid.